With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Heinz Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They start on the ground here at Sanders. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Miami.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Three yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Man open, Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
This is caught. Gronkowski. The end result, 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Bo, and he's in. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 280. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Sunday. Rush in.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, man open. That's Terrell Owens. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Come on now. Let's go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw is Wentz. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
Hey, 50. Hey, Delta. 50's a mic.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's what I do.
Now it's Jackson. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Let's get this.
Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic and get you scored on again. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsey.
That's a gain of 6.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, check 20. Kill. 24. Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Sunday. 50,
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Alert 3. You go hands like them. You got tight right there. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. The 49er great Patrick Willis in on the tackle.
At the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Dolphins nothing.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Bang.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that 82.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. He'll find Lindsey here. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On third down, Jackson able to find Waller. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jackson now. Going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing is Wentz. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the first down inside the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll run with Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now Wentz. A little check down to Lindsey, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now, and the Eagles are in for 6. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying,
with Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play. And flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, Vick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Third and long for Vick. They'll roll him out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Reggie White, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a 5-time All-Pro. Here's Gale Sayers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd down now, Peyton, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and this is picked up by the Dolphins, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready. 52. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack that time by Michael Strahan. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey, and a return will stop right around. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey.
On first down, Sanders. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Here's Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Ah, yes, Reggie White. I remember when they first started calling him the Minister of Defense. It was back in the University of Tennessee, snuffing out plays like that. Did you see that tackle for a loss? I remember him turning around the LSU game in 1983 with a similar play. Reggie White, one of the all-time greats.
13-time Pro Bowler, Reggie White. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing now is Brady. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On play action, now Brady. That's caught by Irvin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On play action, it's Brady. And Sanders has got it complete. As Sanders has it poked free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. To throw on third down. Jackson got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on fourth down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doc.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. After the sack on 1st down, Brady. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a carry for Okoye. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Once again with Sanders. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. This will be taken very short.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard
line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Switch, switch, switch. Kill, kill. Hey. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Now watch run, watch run.
Vic now. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
On the set. Come on. You got 3 down, 3 down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 42 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now Jackson. Eluded, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. They go play action now. Jackson. Man open, Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check three.
On first down, Sanders. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Here's Jackson throwing on third and long. That'll be caught by Rice. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Okoye. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here is the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stop your whining.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Double time, double time.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go. Set. Mike the flag. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm here all day. Mike 48. Mike 48.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's go now. Ed Reed. 48 right now. Let's go. I'm trying to collect.
He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
29 is Mike 29.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Sean Lee on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Ready. 6 yards. Yeah. Watch time.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
On second down, Mayfield again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Third and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, it's Sanders, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing, Mayfield, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Mayfield with it once more. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So the ball position now, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, We're right back to even before we start the second half.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Brings up 2nd and 3.